Hello everyone and welcome to Moonride, where we are channeling the man in the moon. So, I hope you're all reveling a bit right now at what has happened to Donald Trump. This is it. I'm not sure if you've watched a video of mine from some time ago, but it felt like Mueller was holding something back, like there was this extra file that we just hadn't seen yet. Now, it looks like that wasn't really Mueller, that was sort of the universe, but look, here it is. And I hope you'll spend a few moments feeling the truth of the matter. Trump really is going down. There's no question right now that he is going to go down. As I said a long time ago, it is my perception from spirit that is the Republicans who will kick him out, right? Kicking and screaming. He won't leave on his own accord, but they'll have no choice but to remove him. Let's see, and today I just feel like we ought to know a little bit of cleanup here. What else is there for us to know about Trump that's actually going to be useful? Again, I'd like to encourage everybody to take a couple of victory laps. It is not going to be as necessary to stay glued to the television all the time and be worried and stressed about what's going to happen. What is happening right now is all that's supposed to happen. All of this is going to come to light. Trump is not long for this White House. So be sure and thank yourself for creating this reality. So, what else do we need to know about Trump? And I really want to emphasize here, Spirit, that I want to offer people some things that help them calm down. Yeah, okay, full circle. It's come back to hurt him. It's just gone. Bing! Finally, this has come back and hit him. Some of his actions are actually having some consequences. Again, y'all, notice something important. Notice that even the Republicans are now demanding that he release the whistleblower report. That means he is losing his grip on them. They're no longer helping him block what's happening. Spirit, can you show me more details? What's going on behind the scenes? Furious, like Trump is almost like at a typewriter, furiously typewriting, even though he can't type. He's just furiously trying to find a way to get out of this one. And he knows the jig's up. He knows that it's going to be almost impossible. He's reached the point of just pure desperation. Starting to lash out at people like Mick Mulvaney. And that's not a good thing, because Mulvaney knows a lot. And Mulvaney, this is the other significant thing, I think, politically. People like him are going to be put before a jury. You know, they'll be put before the Senate. And if they continue to lie this way, they're looking at prison. So these people are starting to consider their options. Why would you, if you were Mick Mulvaney, why would you go down with Trump? Do you want to spend your life in prison? I think that he's going to be one of the principal people that turns on him. He's going to give testimony against Trump. Because the truth is, Mulvaney is sort of a cowardly person. Not that he should lie for the president, but his motivation for lying for the president was really sort of a self-involved motivation. Yeah, he's not gonna go down for Trump. Barr might go down for Trump. He might say nothing. I think that Barr really will kind of dither a bit, but I don't think that he'll come out with a story. Yeah, I think Barr's just going to go straight down the tubes with Trump. He looks defeated and deflated. What else do we need to know? Is there anything the public should be concerned about? No, I'm getting a note. You know, I know there's still some residual things that we need to worry about. But I just get manacles for Trump. I get that he is manacled. I don't think Trump's going to be able to do anything anymore. You know, it just there's too many controversies, too many eyes on him. He's spending his time so much in defense. He probably will not be able to hook up any more judges. So if you're thinking, hey, what are people doing about this? Keep in mind, we prevented a lot of nasty things from happening, including subtle things like judges. We don't know what their decisions are going to be. We have prevented a good deal of disaster. So again, pat yourself on the back for this one. We did it. We, in our consciousness, prevailed against the dark forces. Let's see. Tell me more. Nancy Pelosi has a big magnet in her hand, and she's going like this. It's almost like she's like a superhero cartoon character or something. She's got this magnet, and people are just attaching to it. I don't know if they're who those people are, though. Almost like everybody. So it's like she's attaching. Democrats are appealing to her. People who have information are starting to come out to Nancy. Really, it's like it's going to be a great time for her. Manacles. I get manacles. Trump and manacles. Yeah, I don't think Trump is. There's nothing to worry about in terms of he's completely ineffective at this point. He's just a neutered president. The last thing on his mind is Iran right now. And that's not good for the United States in the sense that pretty much we've been undercut, but it is good, at least in the short term, that we're not actually going to go to a war there. He's not getting any support from the Republican Party. They don't want anything to do with any of his policies. They're all going to become toxic, as is Trump. So, Spirit, what are the Republicans doing? Frantically calling each other on the phone, and they're absolutely frantic. They're calling each other on the phone, and they're saying, we got to get rid of this guy. What are we going to do? How are we going to get up around this? And people who've kept their mouths shut for a while are finally opening them and saying, okay, yeah, you're right. We finally reached this point of no return. We can't get beyond this one. So, Spirit, how is this different in the sense of, we already saw the same crimes in the Mueller report. Why does this have a different feeling? We have a different feeling this time because he did it again. The first time he did it was like, oh, he could just be a bungling idiot. He's not the president yet. Oh, maybe there were some mistakes. Oh, maybe that was just a joke. All these excuses that people made. Well, yeah, the second time around, there's no excuse. He knew what he was doing. It's obvious that he did it because he thought he was going to get away with it. He really believed the people listening to his phone calls were going to be so loyal that they were not going to turn him in. That's how he thought the world worked. And he was wrong. And that's what he's faced right now, the fact that he was wrong. Look, it's like a brick wall that he can't, the irony, he can't get up the wall, he can't climb it, he can't get around this one, there's just nothing to do. So do we still see him as having this same ultimate fate, Spirit? Yeah, I still get the impression. It's very specific. I see a very specific hallway. And the hallway is, it's got, priceless items on it. It's in the White House. And Trump is really mad and he's angry and he's just pulling at tapestries and ripping things apart. It's like that person who doesn't want to leave. That roommate who you've evicted who will not leave. And you physically have to drag them out of the house. Kicking and screaming and breaking things. I see Trump crying in a room. And this house is different. It looks way scaled back. It doesn't look fancy at all. It actually looks like it's a normal house, but he's sitting in a room around a corner. It's like I can see the same hall, but now it's just become a normal house. And around the corner is Trump, and he's in this room and he's crying. Melania's packing, she's leaving. His son does not want to speak to him. He's just left alone in a room. Finally, he has faced the consequences of his actions. And it's a dark room. He doesn't want to be left alone. He's rendered like a 3-year-old, he's a child, He's gone back to the moment where, whatever child abuse moment happened in his mind, that's where he left off at 3. He's gone back to that spot. Yeah, and this looks like an institution. It's like becoming a place that he cannot leave. I almost imagine, I should say, I see it's like house arrest, institution, maybe prison. I do see prison. So Spirit, who else? Who else can we expect to go to prison? Barr. Barr will go to prison. Lewandowski will go to prison. I think his children will go to prison. Maybe not all 3 of them. Maybe Eric will be spared. But the others will go to prison. Anybody else that's really recognizable? Getz. I see Getz in prison. There are some people who quit the administration to avoid going to prison. And that was a wise move. A lot of people are going to go to prison here. A lot of people. Maybe not quite enough, but a lot of people will go. Anybody who had anything to do with this kind of cover-up are going to wind up in jail. And you know what's worse about it? When they get out of jail, if they get out of jail, they don't have anywhere to go in terms of psychologically. They don't have a friend who's going to really admire them. They don't really have a job that they can go do. These people are going to be ruined, and it will be a punishment, frankly, just desserts for what they did to our country. I get KellyAnne Conway. I'm not sure if she's going to go to jail, but she's in trouble. She's going to be really interrogated by a lot of people. And if not, the only thing that might save her is her husband. Right? That is the only thing that will save her and keep her out of prison, is the fact that she got a husband that took the other side. It's kind of an insurance policy. But I think she might go to prison anyway. Might be a short time. But yeah, there's jail there. Mick Mulvaney might go to jail for a short time, but I think he's going to turn him in. So his jail sentence will be a few months, perhaps. Even Giuliani. But I don't know if he'll survive. Giuliani will probably not survive the trial, but I believe he will go to trial. I think he will actually have a heart attack halfway through. And that heart attack will be a favor from the universe. It really will be better than him actually having to go to prison. Justice will be served. Take credit for this yourself. We all made this happen by our interaction with the universe, our praying, our thinking in these directions. It's not, it didn't just happen. It happened because all of us participated in the consciousness that made this happen. Even if you think that it was just a small little part for yourself, remember, you did that. You stayed the course. You kept going, even when it seemed somewhat hopeless. This did not happen on its own. It happened because our consciousness, at least the consciousness of many people, reached a little bit higher to the universe, and the universe is responding with this kind of protection. Great. And at that note, thanks so much for watching.